Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make a love heart granny square bucket hat. I'm using a 4.0mm crochet hook and 8-ply yarn in a black and a white, but you can use any color combinations that you like. To start off, I'm going to grab my white yarn and going to start off by making a slip stitch and inserting my hook, pulling the yarn tight, and then I'm going to chain up 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I am then going to insert my hook into the very first stitch that we created. I'm going to create a slip stitch. So I'm going to pull the yarn through and then pull the yarn through. And this will create a circle, and if you pull it apart, you have a hole in the middle. So I'm going to chain up 3. And that will count as our first double crochet. I'm now going to place another 2 double crochet into the center of this circle. So insert your hook, pull the yarn through, pull it through 2, pull through 2. Wrap the yarn around the hook, insert, pull the yarn through, pull through 2, pull through 2. And that creates your first 3 double crochet cluster. I'm now going to chain up 2 to create the corner. Place another 3 double crochet into the circle. I'm going to chain up 2 and place another 3 double crochet, and you'll do this for a total of 4 double crochet clusters. So I'm chaining up 2, and I'm going to place a slip stitch into the top of the first double crochet that we created, so in the chain 3 up here. Going to chain up 3. I'm going to place another double crochet into this corner space. I'm then going to move to this next corner space and place 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet. And I'm just going to repeat that in each of these corners until I reach the end here. So I'll show you what I do when I reach this final corner. So I've reached my final corner. I'm going to place 3 double crochet, and then a chain 2, and because we already have 2 double crochet, I'm just going to place 1 more, and then I'm going to place a slip stitch into the top of the first double crochet we created. I'm then going to slip stitch into the next double crochet, and 1 final slip stitch into this little space that we've created. I'm now going to chain up 3 and place 2 double crochet into this space. On the final double crochet, we're going to pull our yarn through, pull it through the first 2 loops. We're going to leave 2 loops on our hook, going to grab our second color, insert on the hook here, and pull it through the 2 loops. Give your first color, give both the colors a little tug to keep the yarn nice and tight, and then wrap yarn around a hook and place 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet in this corner space. And as I'm doing this, I'm kind of crocheting over these tails just to help in the weaving process later on. And can also give your first color, just cut the yarn, chain 2 and 3 double crochet. So on the final double crochet, we're going to do another color change. So just pull through the first 2 loops, grab your first color, and attach it the same way. So just placing it on your hook, holding both ends, pulling through, tugging on the first color to tighten up the stitches, kind of just holding them tight, and then crocheting over the top of them. And then you'll place 3 double crochet into this next space. You'll go into this corner and place 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet again. But on our final double crochet, we will be doing a color change. So on my final double crochet, I'm just pulling through the first 2 loops, grabbing my secondary color, pulling through final 2 loops. I'm going to place 3 double crochet into this space. On the final double crochet, I'll be doing another color change. So only pulling through the first 2 loops, grabbing my first color, and then placing 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet into this corner space. Chain 2, 3 double crochet, and then I'll be going into this next space, just placing 3 double crochet. And on my final double crochet, I'll be doing another color change. So just pull through the first 2 loops, grabbing my second color, pulling it through, pulling the threads tight, crocheting over the top of them, and placing 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet into this final corner space. And I am now completely done with my first color. I'm going to join to the first double crochet of this round at the top with a slip stitch. And there you have it. You have a love heart starting to form. I'm now going to be doing the bulk of the granny square pattern. So I'm going to be chaining up 3, in the next space, placing 3 double crochet, in the corner space, placing 3 double crochet, and chaining 2, and then another 3 double crochet in that corner. I'll be placing 3 double crochet into this next stitch here, three double crochet in this next space, and then 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet into this corner space, and you'll just be repeating that all the way around until you get to this first space with your chain 3 coming from it. So I've reached my final space with the chain 3 coming from it. I'm going to place 2 double crochet, and then joining to the top of the chain 3 with a slip stitch, be chaining up 3 and placing 2 more double crochet into this space. And I'm basically just repeating a generic granny square pattern all the way around for a total of 3 rows. So you'll notice in the corner of this one, so there's 1, 2, and 3. So do this for one more round. Once you complete your square, you will do this for another 4 squares, so in total you will have 5 squares. So I've completed my 5 granny squares, so now I'm going to join them together. So I'm going to grab 2 squares, place them right sides together. I'm going to grab one of my colored yarn. I'm inserting into this corner between going through the first square and the second square, pulling the yarn through and just tying and making a knot, and then reinserting my hook back into that space, pulling the yarn through, grabbing the thread here, wrapping it around the hook, pulling it through to make a chain 1, inserting back into that square, pulling the yarn through, wrapping the yarn around the hook and pulling through the 2 loops to create a single crochet. I will then be placing 1 single crochet in each stitch, going through both of the squares, and I'll be doing that all the way down to the end. So you'll be attaching 4 squares in total like this, and then I will show you what to do after. Also, just make sure that both the squares are facing the right way. So I've attached my 4 squares. I'm now going to grab the 2 ends and bring them right sides facing together. And just the same as what we were doing with the other squares, just single crocheting down the end. However, once you get down to the end, you will, instead of cutting and tying your yarn, you would just be leaving it on your crochet hook. So just attach the two ends together and I'll show you what to do next. So I've reached the end and I'm going to grab my final square and flip it upside down, and then grab this square and the corner of the square, making sure that the hearts are both going in the same direction. And then placing a single crochet into the corner, and then I'll just be placing one single crochet in every stitch and every corner all the way around to secure the square to the top of the hat. So just continue doing this until you're finished. So I've reached the end of the square and I'm now going to insert into the first single crochet that we did, pull the yarn through, pull it through to create a slip stitch, and then I'm just chaining up one and cutting my yarn. Now I'm going to flip the hat inside out. And then rotate it. I'm going to start making the brim of the hat. So grabbing my black yarn, I'm just attaching anywhere, tying the yarn on, pulling the yarn through, turning up one, and placing a single crochet into the space, and then just placing one single crochet in each stitch all the way around the bottom of the hat. So I've reached the end and I'm going to slip stitch into the top of the first single crochet that we made. I am now going to chain up 3 and that's going to count as a double crochet. I'm going to place another double crochet in the same stitch. And I'm just going to go around and I'm going to place 2 double crochets in each stitch all the way around. So I've gotten to the end and I'm going to join to the first double crochet, the chain 3, with a slip stitch. I'm going to chain up 1, go back into that same space and place a single crochet, and then I'm basically going to repeat those 2 rows again. I'm going to do a row of single crochet all the way around and then a row of 2 double crochet in each stitch. If you don't want your brim to be as wavy, you can either just do a row of just 1 half double crochet or 1 double crochet in each stitch and leave it at that. But it's completely up to you. You can just customize this in any way that you want to. And also, just a side note, when making this hat, obviously I'm making it to my own size, so therefore what I create may not be the best fit for you, so you will have to do some alterations to the pattern, as this is only a guide. I'm not providing full written pattern on all the different sizings. This is just how I make things for myself. So you will have to use a little bit of brain power and figure out how to alter it to your own size. Usually you can just go up a hook size and yarn thickness, or do more rounds. But yeah, just keep doing that for however long you want your brim to be. Then you will have a completed bucket hat. So this is my completed Love Heart Granny Square bucket hat. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comment box down below, and please like and subscribe. And just a little side note, this is a pretty loose bucket hat on me, so it should fit most of you. But yeah, thank you so much.